Yeah. So of course I want to comment on this itemization like and stuff because like in your level,
Yeah, well,
even
yeah,
if
my items were horrible. Before you say anything,
hmm,
I never usually go that item. I don't even know what I went. I went Necro Book. I went Shadow Blade. I usually go treads into Midas, and then depending on the draft and how much farm I have, I pick up a different item. But for this, since I couldn't fight for shit, I couldn't do anything. Is what I thought. I thought, well, only thing I can do is split push, and I thought the Necro Book is the only decent thing I could buy that's not too expensive, and I could just spam out treants with the Necro Book and just kill towers.
hmm.
That's why I bought it.
Okay. So seeing that you just immediately reflected back how you could have maybe I mean you're just admitting that this is the wrong itemization, but
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you
the
thought
items are
split
horrible.
pushing was the
Right.
only way, right? So can you think of
Yeah.
something else? Can you think of something not going whatever you got like Midas, Necrobook? Can you think of something else
Yeah.
like right now?
I mean, what else? If I wanted to right click, I mean, I could go Orchid maybe to silence some heroes. That's not bad. On Slark, well, he can just Dark Pact out of it, but I don't know. I could go Maelstrom. I could go. What is there? Orchid, Maelstrom.
Okay.
Uh, I'm not sure what else I could go. Really, just auto attack. Maybe Blade Mail if I want to be defensive, but that's not a lot of damage for me. So I don't know.
Okay. Great. I mean, great. Like you mentioned about Orchid, you mentioned about
Yeah,
Blade Mail, and what else? What else? Mousel. Yeah.
yeah,
So that's good.
Maelstrom. Yeah,
That's good. That's actually very good because that's what people do. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, that's what people do. That's why people get it as Ninja Prophet, not Midas and Necro thing.
Necrobook,
It's
Economicon. Yeah,
all I'm saying here is like Necro right now is a really good item. People do get it,
yeah,
but it's situational. Okay, like it should be
yeah.
very
This doesn't
situational.
work
Yeah.
for every draft. That's true.
So it's gonna take a lot of time for us to discuss about this item. But all I'm saying, like right now, if I have to say this, like this is wrong. You getting Midas is wrong. You getting Necro is wrong. You getting Shadowblade is wrong. Cause I really don't see any usage of these three items. You like in this lineup.
Yeah,
Not just. I'm not saying that like your item is bad, but because you got it. But for this game, considering the enemy team
yeah,
lineup, this does nothing. Right? This does nothing.
yeah. Orchid
Um,
would have been way more used than Shadowblade or maybe Necro. I don't know.
Okay, so if I no, you know these things. I think you know these things. Okay,
Yeah.
why can Orchid be a better item for judging from enemy team
Well,
lineup?
I could disable the enemy support so they couldn't use abilities on my carries. So they couldn't
Hmm.
silence or stun or ult, or I could make some heroes completely out of the fight, like Ogre. He can only what tank and auto attack if I silence him. He doesn't really have anything else. He can just tank. If I silence, I don't know, Centaur, he can't ult, so they can't escape when he I don't know what the ability is called. When he R's, they can't escape. They can't engage, and he can't stun. So he can only auto attack as well. It's or if he jumps, if he blinks on my carry, I could silence him so he can't stun. He can't disable my carry, and that gives my carry a chance to escape or to engage whatever he decides. So yeah, it's a very good item all around. It also gives me a lot of stats and intelligence, so it gives me damage and more mana, so I can spam out treants and stuff.
Good.
So it's
Yeah,
overall pretty good.
good. You said everything. So one thing that I just want to point out is the earlier you said you said getting Orchid can be good, but it's usually it's against Slark because this is what you said. He can just
Yeah,
Dark
because
Pact. He can just Dark
yeah,
Pact,
yeah.
right? So what I'm gonna say here is, um, it's okay. So what if he cannot Dark Pact? Or
If I
what
can't
if he
catch
does
one,
not Dark Pact? What if he doesn't?
well, if he doesn't,
Yeah.
he's completely disabled, then he's pretty much dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
What if? So all I'm asking is, why are you assuming that he's gonna use Dark Pact at the perfect time?
I just assume everybody is really fucking good at the game and they're gonna counter everything I think of. So I don't know why, but that's how I think about it. It's like,
Oh,
okay, he could just do this and he completely makes my item useless against him. If he just pre queues, he can just completely annul my silence. And it's like, oh well, fuck. Silence is on cooldown. He can just jump on me and probably kill me. That's yeah. I think like okay, he has one spell that can counter my item if he uses it correctly, and I assume he can use it correctly, and that's why I don't go the item or don't focus him with the item.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's another question that I'm gonna ask about the Dark Pact. Okay, so that's what you said. You were afraid about him playing perfect. I get it, because that really happens if he's a really good star player. That happens. But okay, so what about, because we were afraid of him using Dark Pact at the right time, what about we wait until he used Dark Pact and then use Orchid?
Well,
then what happens?
Well, then we can probably kill him if we are able to do that. But I think again, I think I overestimate my enemies. I think he's gonna save Dark Pact for the Orchid. He's not gonna activate it until I Orchid or something. So I was like, yeah, I'm just waiting. I mean, I sometimes do when I am against something like Slark or somebody who can dispel my, I don't know, silence or whatever it is. Like LC is like, okay, I'm waiting for LC to use her W, and then I can either silence her or somebody else. That's yeah. But for Slark, I'm always scared of Slark, because Slark is really scary when he gets fat, or yeah, I'm afraid of feeding him even one stack. So I'm like, what can I do without actually fighting him? Like without directly, yeah, fighting him. I guess. How can I be the safest possible distance, or what can I do the safest possible way? You know, do something to him, but have no way of him returning or attacking or doing something. I end up doing not much, I guess. Yeah, just by being afraid of him.
Okay, so we're gonna go one by one, because I just get your question, but we're gonna come back to it later. But my first question was about the Dark Pact. Okay, about the Dark Pact.
Yeah.
I get it that you're scared that he's gonna use Dark Pact and then your Orchid becomes useless. I get it, because that really happens. But
yeah,
we have to look at the game as a whole. We don't just look at MP's Orchid versus Slark. We just don't do that. This is a game of 10 players, right? So
yeah,
this is why things get complicated, and this is why Dota is super hard. Because you have to consider every possible scenario. So say you're Slark, okay? Say you're playing Slark, and we have this ally, okay? And the enemy has Mirana, Amber, Crystal Maiden. This guy with an Orchid, Juggernaut. So if I'm Slark, do I use Dark Pact? What else? What are spells that I can think of popping my Dark Pact at the right time? If I have to ask you, if you're playing Slark.
Yeah, I played a little bit of a couple of he can disable even stuns. So arrow on arrow, he can dispel frostbite, nova, the chains.
Yeah.
What else? Well, yeah, that's pretty much it from our lineup. I think he can do basic stuns and the after effects and silences, a lot of stuff actually. I think it's a hard dispel or something.
So you said Mirana stun, and then Crystal Maiden's Frost Nova and Frostbite.
Yeah, Frost Nova, Frostbite, chains from Amber.
Chains from Amber. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many spells? Silence from who? Silence from.
Yeah.
You silence from Orchid.
If I have Orchid. Yeah.
Okay, so let's count that. Stun 1, right? Stun is 1 stun.
Yeah.
1. One disable. Excuse me. 1 disable, and Amber has. Amber has chain root, so that's 2 disable, right?
Yeah.
And Crystal Maiden has Frostbite and Frost Nova, so that's 2. Yeah. So like we have 4, right? And then you have Orchid, so that makes 5, right?
5. Yeah.
And then Juggernaut
doesn't have any stuns and no slows. He has only Q and R, but he can't dispel R, I think. So he has nothing really. He has. Well, he didn't buy it, but he got Diffusal. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Slow. Yeah.
Exactly. So just
I mean, if Juggernaut bought Abyssal, he could try to dispel that as well. But yeah.
So, I mean, all I'm saying, Diffusal counts. This is a spell that threatens.
I just saw it now.
that threatens Slark. That threatens Slark. It really does,
Yeah,
right?
really strong.
Yeah, because
He really wants to get out of that, so he doesn't.
yeah,
He's probably gonna use it on Diffusal if he gets. Yeah.
yeah. So all I'm saying here is, you as a team has a lot of spells that can put Slark in a very uncomfortable situation and force him to use Dark Pact. Because imagine he's not using Dark Pact because when he got pinned by Diffusal Blade, he's now slow as fuck, right? He's not popping Diffusal Blade. That's crazy to me. He has to. He has to either use Diffusal Blade or either has to use Pounce. Okay, and if he's ever in a position where he's about to get arrowed, he either has to use Dark Pact or Pounce. Okay, if he ever gets if he ever gets caught by Amber's chain, then he has to pop the Dark Pact. He cannot even Pounce. He has to pop the Dark Pact, right?
Yeah.
If he gets caught by Crystal Maiden's Frostbite, he cannot Pounce. He cannot. He has to pop the Dark Pact. If he gets caught by Crystal Nova, he can either pop Dark Pact or Pounce. He has to make a choice. But all I'm saying is Dark Pact has a cooldown, man, right? Dark Pact has a cooldown.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Is like 7 seconds? I'm not sure what the cooldown is actually, because I think it feels like it's always low cooldown. So that's what I think. Like, oh, he spent one, is gonna be up in like 3-4 seconds or something. That's how it feels.
The cooldown at level 4 is 6 seconds, right? So
Yeah.
the delay is 1.5. So we can think of it as like about 4.5 to 5 seconds cooldown ability. So all I'm saying is if the downtime of this Dark Pact is 5 seconds, that is just enough for you to cast Orchid at the right time. Just your team will be forced. I don't even need to watch the replay. Of course we can. Of course I can talk about like the right time to. If you want me to do it, I'll do it. But I just know it. Your team has enough spells to force him to use Dark Pact.
Yeah.
They just do. So it just makes nonsense to me that you not purchasing Orchid because you are too scared of him using Dark Pact every time.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. That's the mindset that I want to say it is just wrong, of like wrong way of playing Dota. I don't want you to have that mindset. It is wrong. So Dota is about forcing the enemy player to make a constant decision where they feel uncomfortable. Like you gotta force him. You gotta force Slark to. Do you want to Dark Pact my Orchid? Do it. Then now you become vulnerable for 5 seconds to our stun. This guy is stunned. Amber has chain. Crystal Maiden has frostbite. You gotta make it.
Yeah. Sometimes my team, completely ignores me, and as I said, they could have saved me. They could have got 2 kills, but they just did nothing. So I don't trust my team at all at this point. And I think if I use something, nobody's gonna follow up, and I'm just gonna spend it and die because nobody really cares about the position 3 Nature's Prophet. They just wanna farm and do nothing. That's. I didn't trust my team at all because they didn't really do anything to help me. They didn't do anything I thought was smart. I don't know. I had no trust in my team after I saw what they were doing. I was like, okay, well, this is pretty much a solo game. I have to split push, and that's the only thing I can do. And that's what I did. And yeah, it wasn't enough. I tried to. I joined every fight I could, and that kind of cost me because I joined a fight where there was 2 people, I think, Earth Spirit and Ogre, and I thought it was a pretty good fight. We were fighting under our outpost. I think it was 18 minutes or something. I'm not sure. I'm going a bit there, and I see them. Okay, I spawn here, and boom, we all died because our Juggernaut used this TP on tier 2 tower to farm our jungle. Use the TP. Well, he could have just walked. He had pretty good movement speed. And Ember is farming bot. I think Ember didn't have TP, I'm not sure. But Juggernaut definitely did, and he used it to farm. And yeah, that's why we died. If Juggernaut TP'd, we could have killed all of them. Probably gotten 3 or 4 even kills. And we could have pushed. But no, he did do nothing. Me and CM died. Or at least I did. They targeted me. I first died. And then... yeah, CM got a pretty okay ult off. She kind of zoned them out, and I was coming to help because I saw she was in trouble. So I wanted to defend the outpost. Came there. Maybe I think my positioning wasn't very good because I came right in front of them. That wasn't great, but that could have been better. I thought my team, my Juggernaut, or at least one of my cores, none of my cores joined. I was the only core that was fighting there, and two of my supports. And yeah, if any of my cores joined the fight, I think we would have won 100%. But yeah, my positioning and the core not tipping or helping in any way is why we lost that fight there. Uh, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. That was just a really bad fight that could have been really good for us. If we killed them, we could have gotten Roche and probably pushed, get a tower or two, but ended up losing the fight. I don't know if they took Roche, but they definitely pushed top a little bit and maybe mid too. And Juggernaut just farmed.
Okay, so the first thing first, we're gonna look at the situation. Okay, so this is I came back about like 30 seconds prior to the fight because
Yeah.
I wanted to see what the hell was going on. Because that's what we have to do. Okay, we have to look at the
Yeah.
situation. It's minute 18, right?
Yep.
Minute 18. Your level is
I'm under level by I think like their offlaner is level 12. I'm level not even 7. Their spirit is level 10. I think yeah, it's level 10, and I'm level 7. That's really bad. Like I'm so under leveled and under farmed. It's horrible. It's just
yeah.
I don't even have Midas at level 20 at minute 20. It's really I'm doing horrible. Actually, the worst I think I've ever played Nature's Prophet is this match. I think I couldn't have done worse than this. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're like level 6. You're like here. You're at the
Yeah. Yeah.
lowest level in the game, right? So
Or
you're
still
you're
didn't see him.
yeah. So you're having a bad game. I get it. Like it happens. I'm not trying to like say
Yeah, yeah.
this
I
is like
understand.
that is. I'm not trying to say like this is it. Like you're done. I'm not trying to say that. But all we have to know
Yeah.
is this can happen. The situation that we're dealing with right now, it can happen. You being the lowest level, because if you look at your KDA, it's 0-4, right? You died four
Yeah,
times
yeah.
and two assists. It
You only
really.
get,
Hmm?
it only gets worse from here. Just so you know, it only gets worse.
Yeah, but then we talked about how like you didn't play the early game right because you were not even
Yeah, yeah.
summoning. So,
If I
all,
played the early game, maybe something
yeah.
could have
So
been
all I'm saying
better.
is this is kind of was kind of predictable from the way you're playing the early
Yeah,
game. You're not dominating. So we get it. Like the competition was over. We could have done much better, but this is expected. You're not playing the early games. 0-4 was expected. But all I'm saying is now we have to deal with this decision. So let's forget about the past early game. We focus on what's happening right now
yeah,
because we cannot give up.
yeah,
We cannot just give up because we had the early game because we had 4 death. We cannot. So
yeah.
just strictly looking at this situation right now, okay? And this is your player perspective. So let's see what you did. So I'm just
I'm
gonna watch.
watching my mind.
Hmm?
What? Yeah, I'm going there. I wanted to push out mid because I wanted some XP as I was level 7, and my cores, both of my cores were jungling. So I was like, okay, I can't take their farm. I'll just go mid because nobody's there. They have a bot as well, and there's creeps there, so they can take that XP. So I'll go mid and push a little bit while I take some XP. It's like okay, I see a fight. I see they want to contest the outpost. So okay, I'm thinking we can join them and we can probably win. Even though if I don't have ult, but I was thinking I could sprout and block the entrance while Crystal ults him, and we can probably kill him. Plus Mirana was near me, so if she arrowed him, jumped in, and yeah, she also had ult as well. So I thought I was like, okay, this looks like a good fight. Let me TP in, let me help out my CM, defend the outpost, and probably get a kill. Um, yeah, at that point, I only saw him. When I TP'd here, then I saw Earth Spirit, and he immediately went for me. He rolling bouldered me, so he stunned me. And then I think he silenced me, he ulted me, he put another remnant, boulder smash, so he bursted me really fucking fast, really fast. I had only 1k HP and 10 armor, and he does a lot of magic damage and physical damage, I think, too. I don't think he had Veil yet, he was building it, he almost completed it, I think, but he didn't have it. I was thinking, right before I saw Earth Spirit. I thought, okay, this seems like a good fight. We can probably win this, get a kill, defend the outpost, and then maybe push or something like that. Create space at least, at the very least. And then I got bursted by Earth Spirit. I died. CM, I think, died. Mirana, I think she ulted, but she didn't do anything else. I don't think. my cores were still farming, even though I think I pinged for a fight. But even if I didn't, this lasted at least 30 seconds. I think 30-40 seconds. They could have reacted real fast. They could have TP'd on the tier 2 tower, or I think they took the shrine, so they couldn't take the shrine. They couldn't TP on the shrine, but on the tier 2 tower, and they could have joined the fight. I think Jug did have his ult, and uh, uh, Amber had his spirits, so they could definitely join the fight because they had the spells. So I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
So you're huh. How do I okay, I'm trying to think what I have to say here.
yeah.
So you basically describe what happened and what could have happened, right?
Yeah.
But I heard nothing about what you could have done differently, other than just commenting on everyone else. Like you were commenting on.
What I could have done, beside I could have completely ignored CM. I could not TP'd. I could have. Well, I just saw now on the minimap. I didn't see it then. Slark was mid, so I couldn't keep pushing. The only thing I could think of is either push out the lane top or push out the bot lane. But bot lane was already being pushed by Amber. So I was like, okay, all the jungles and the lanes have been taking except top. So I could maybe go top and push the lane. But I was thinking, if we get a good fight, I can push the lane, get a kill, stop them from taking the outpost, and just push out the lane, get some space. I thought that was the best option for me. I didn't think there was a better option in that time because we were already downhill, and by doing some plays, if they worked out, we could have been we could make the game normal again, stabilize it. But it only kept going worse for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, so this is like doing the math, right? Like you just talked about how, oh, that could happen, and that's not the right
Yeah.
choice. That's suboptimal. But if I did that, this guy could have been
Yeah.
here. So that is why I can. That's the right track. Like you're on the right track. You're doing things right. But the difference is that it's like doing the mathematics, like 1 + 1 + 2 × 2 + 4. Like then we get the solution. This is like what I get. That's good. But
Yeah.
all I'm saying is I have a different answer than yours, and I'll tell you
Okay.
why I have different answer and what you should have done. Okay? So
Okay. I mean,
let's say let's say you killed the ogre Maza here. Let's say you killed him, okay? Let's say you killed him. I don't know how that happens, but let's say you killed him. You really did. Because he was like
Yeah.
staying around here, he had no mana, and nobody really helped him, he died.
Yeah.
If he died, and because you TP scroll, you actually use teleportation here,
Yep.
do you think I will say, because as a coach, do you think I will say you did, that was a fantastic kill? Do you think I would say that? If you have to take a guess.
Probably not.
Yeah. And that'll, why?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I mean, I could have probably done something better with my time than TP there, because it is like a 50-50. Even if I get the kill, it's like, okay, I killed ogre. What now? I can maybe push top, maybe. If I don't kill him, maybe I survive. If I survive, it's okay. But I did nothing. I wasted my time. I TP'd there for no reason. I accomplished nothing.
Okay.
And if I died, I even fed.
Good.
I'm dead for like
Yeah.
30 to 50 seconds. I did
Yeah.
nothing. I fed.
Okay.
I created space for the enemies more so than I did for my team. And yeah, but I wasn't really sure what else I could have done in that
Alright.
time because I couldn't farm, I couldn't push, and yeah, I don't know.
You're doing the thing. I can, because you have the logic. You're thinking about, can we transition this kill to something else? Like you're talking about, can we push the lane or can we actually do the objective? You're good. But all I'm saying is, I'm not gonna say this was a good play because there was no process. No, because there was no process. So if we go back 20 seconds before, prior to the kill, okay? So let's go back even more. So like I said, you're on the level. We know that you're level 6, right? And I get that you're lingering around and now you're level 7. This is your player perspective. I'm gonna slow it down and then we can watch it every moment. You're here, this is your camera position, this is your player perspective. You're like, I'm paying attention to your mouse cursor and your camera movement. I'm paying attention to everything. You're maybe
Yeah.
as you're moving towards here, maybe you're paying attention to minimap because you're good enough to pay attention to minimap.
Yeah.
You're doing
I'm
here,
looking at the-
hmm?
yeah.
and then you
I'm
summon.
looking at the fight, yeah.
Yeah, you're looking at the minimap. You're now here. You're about to experience range of the melee creeps. Maybe you got it, but as you're doing this, you're doing here, and then you just. It's about time. You're killing. That's good. And then we see we see in the minimap that ogre was here, so maybe you saw that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw.
Yeah, you see him now, and then
Yep.
for about it took about like 4 seconds, and then
I was
you
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna TP, I'm gonna
Yeah,
help.
so what went wrong? If I have to ask you right now, what went wrong? Like right now, from the point that we watched up to here, what went wrong? Or
Maybe I
what was
could've
the or what are the
fast.
things that you didn't do? What are the things that you didn't do that you could have done? If this is a
Uh,
really hard question, very hard, but
Yeah.
it will change everything. I promise you, it will change like completely blow up your mind if you guess it right. What are the things
Well,
that?
maybe I reacted way slower.
No.
Maybe,
No. You did right at the right time. It was pretty damn fast. Yeah. I really like that you were paying attention to the minimap and you actually saw this coming. Your reaction time was perfect.
Okay. I'm not sure then.
Hmm.
What else could I've done?
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Alright. So let's jump right to the conclusion. You didn't do this. Okay? So this is your player perspective, right?
Yeah.
That you're doing here. So I'm gonna move the player for camera because you have to do this. As you're walking down,
Yep.
click this guy. Okay? That's the first step. Click.
Oh, click. Yeah, where
Amber.
he's going. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
and-
always forget to click the heroes. I never check their items. I know it's important, but I always forget to click my heroes and the enemy heroes. I only pay attention to me, the creeps, and my items. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it again. That's the only difference between you and me. Only difference between excuse me, Archon 4 bracket and the Immortal bracket. That's the only difference. If we are playing this exact same situation, this is the only difference that I would have done. I am playing shit this game. Like I'm level 7 Prophet. I know I'm on the level, but I would have done this. You're now clicking here, right? You're clicking here. So this is all you did. I'm gonna imitate you.
Yeah.
You're a Prophet. You did this. Click, 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 and then you hang around here a little bit, and then you're paying attention to the minimap, and then when you saw Ogre Magi, you just TP, right? That's what you did. Exactly, that's what you did. But you didn't do this. You're like, click him, and then we get information. We get a lot of information. Level 13 Amber, Phase Boots, it's Ultimate 3, Ghost Scepter, TP not available, and then you have to do this. Juggernaut, level 13, getting close to very, very close to Diffuser Blade.
The
Yeah, and if I check his gold, he's getting really close. He's getting really close.
Yeah.
So the thing that I'm teaching you right now that you have to pay attention to, nobody in your bracket will do, okay? Nobody
Yeah.
in your bracket. So if you're the one doing this, this is like, you're gonna win, okay?
Okay.
For about 500 gold, he's getting close to Diffuser Blade. Recipe 700 gold. And if he kills this, I am pretty sure he'll get Diffuser Blade. He doesn't need to kill everything. Because the recipe is 700 gold, he's 200 gold away. If he kills this one and that one, he just gets 700 gold right away. But his TP scroll is on cooldown, right?
You just use it to TP to tier 2
Yeah.
tower?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So his TP scroll is on cooldown. I'm not trying to say this TP was wrong or anything. I'm just saying the information tells me this is on cooldown.
Yeah. I personally think that was a bit of a wasteful TP because he TP'd. I think I understand what he meant because there was a creep wave and he was going for the tower, but our creep wave was already there and the creep wave was already dead. So I don't think if he thought the tower's threatened, then I understand. But that it was only like 3 creeps and our creep wave was already there, so there was no real urgency to use it. He could have just. He has 370 movement speed. He could just walk down. There's no reason for.
I agree.
Yeah, he could. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, but the information tells us that.
He doesn't have a TP, so he can't fight. Basically.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm not even like, trying to get there, but his TP is on cooldown, right? I don't even care about whether this TP was bad or not. It's just a fact. It's like it's the reality. Reality is his TP is on cooldown, right? And then,
no TP.
yeah, after doing that, we saw information number 1 was checking Ember. Ember's level, Ember's itemization, Ember's CPU. Information 2 was him level, and whether he was getting close to Diffuser Blade, and whether he's ready to fight, and his TP is on cooldown. So as I'm looking this, so by the time I click that, absorb all the information, I should be around here. I should be around clicking right here. And as I'm moving from here to here, it's a downtime. I don't have to watch my screen when I'm here moving from here to here. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna click here.
Yep.
Check Piranha's item.
See what they do.
Yep.
Yeah.
See his level
Check what
12.
they're doing.
Javelin.
Yep.
Right? Check this item. TP scroll.
Yep.
Ultimate. Like scale build. Everything. Click. Level 7. Nova.
He still doesn't have frostbite. Oh my god.
Yeah, oh my god. But all I'm saying here is I just want to pay attention to the information. I don't care
Yeah, so-
about anything else. I
yeah.
just want information. Nova. No bite. But ultimate, right? So,
Yep.
it's just entering those information to our brain, to my system. I just entered those information. So because it really gives me, because without that, if I don't have information, how else do I make a decision? Like, how else do I make a decision to whether to join a team fight or not? Without knowing that someone else has a TP score or not, or without someone else getting whether this guy is just hitting power spike or not. Because if he gets a Diffuser Blade, that's a power spike. Diffuser plus
Yeah.
Maelstrom is a super strong power spike around minute 19. So I don't, how do I even judge whether to join a team fight or not without having those information? But it's crazy to me that players in this bracket, they never check someone else's item. It's really, really crazy. And that's the only difference. I'm saying this so many times. Only difference between you and me. Only difference. I do this, you guys don't do this. If I did that, now I have information of my allies, how strong they are. I can get a glance of them, just glance over.
Yeah.
So I'm watching here. This is normal time. So I know that Crystal Maiden is level 7, Mirana is level 12. I just summoned the treants. I just saw that you're gonna cut the Diffuser Blade, but know that that guy has no TP scroll. So, which means my temporary conclusion right now is we cannot fight. They don't have TP scroll.
Yeah, yeah.
My 2 cores cannot have TP, so they are stuck here. Okay. So.
Yep.
We're pressing here, and then whatever. I'm still ogre in the minimap, right? I see ogre in the minimap, but your immediate reaction was, if I say it slowly, you just use it, right? This is you using your skill. You just did it right away, but in reality, again, you should have done this.
Yeah.
Right?
Check what he has.
Click him, right? You click him before
Yeah.
TPing, or even after. Like for Prophet, you can even just cancel your teleportation. So as you are teleporting, you can just click him right now. You can click him right now.
He's not gonna die. Yeah.
And then we see his level. He's level 12, Ogre Magi,
He's level
And then
12, 14 armor, 1500 HP, hood. He has a 5-stick. He has sentries. He has headdress plus 2.5 HP regen. He has a null talisman. He has plus. How much is that? 4 armor on the ring.
yeah, about +3, +4, +3.
3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 10 intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah, so this
So
is all.
He's not gonna die.
So now you know it, right? You're smart enough to
Yeah.
calculate that. It's like punching in the number. If we have to know that,
Yeah.
of course we have to play a lot of games. But it looks like you're there. You're just smart enough to know that this is not possible because
Yeah.
this dude is Chrysalis level 7, casting level 1 ultimate, right? Level 1
Yeah,
ultimate.
that's not a lot of damage.
And-
Especially if you can't make him stay there. He has no frostbite. And
Yeah, but
even if he does, he has a hood of defiance. So it's not.
exactly. Yeah.
It's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, my coaching session over right here. You know it, right? You know what you did wrong,
Yeah.
right? And everything
Yeah.
could have been different if you did what I just told you, right? Click, information, right?
Yeah.
So we don't need to blame Juggernaut. We don't need to blame Ember. I get it that they used the wrong TPs for whatever. Like I get it. I really do. I get it that your frustration. But if we are just looking at yourself, like you are playing equally bad. Not if it's called worse because you TP to where killing condition does not met. You knew that. Now we know that this is unkillable. You just did it and you literally fed yourself. And another big reason that this fight is not very good is because if you see the minimap, it's dark, right? It's the side of the map.
We have no vision. That's what I kind of complained about. We have no vision on map. Everything's dark. We can only farm in our jungle. That's it. We can't That's what I was worried. It's like if we're at the point where you have no vision, absolutely no vision on the map, then they're just gonna have free roam over the entire map, and we can't do anything about it. That's worrying because they can free farm, they can push, they can set up smoke ganks, and I'm not gonna know about it. And that's worrying. It's really bad.
So
Yeah.
no vision, but you just did it. You still did it. You still committed, right? So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like watching this replay right now, we have to assess our gameplay. You TP to where Ogre was unkillable and where it was visionless area, right? So
Yeah, we didn't know if there was more of them.
yeah, and
If there was
especially against heroes like Earth Spirit who can just use whatever the skill is called, he can just charge in from anywhere, right?
Rolling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rolling. He
rolling,
can just
rolling.
roll, and Centaur even has ultimate, right? And Slark.
He has blink as well. Yeah.
Yes, all I'm saying here is we know you should better know that this fight right here is very unfavorable to your team. Like no vision against Earth Spirit missing, Centaur missing. Like that's also information. That's another information. As you were doing what I just told you to do, like clicking heroes. This is why this game is hard, man. Like we have to check out everything. You did that, and then we also have to check the minimap. Okay, Centaur is there, but we do not see Earth Spirit. We do not see Medusa. Like all that adds up together. Only then you can arrive to the decision that when Ogre showed up in the minimap, you know that your teleportation was the wrong decision. From you,
Yeah.
individually, that was the wrong decision. There's no other way. There's no excuses. You made the wrong call. You don't even have ultimate. You have no item, right? You have no item. You have no levels. Yeah,
No levels.
no levels. So I don't care about like your early game. I care about this decision right now. This is just wrong, and it's on you. It's your fault, right? So that's how we get better at Dota, man. We just self-assess our situation, what we did wrong.
I usually never. I don't remember when's the last time I actually looked at a replay besides this one. This one is the latest replay I've seen in like a year. I never check replays. Never.
Okay. I mean, I'm glad you came to me, okay? So we're seeing it now. So
Yeah.
we don't have to talk about anything else. So you die here, and this is a mistake, right? And
Yeah.
God knows how many mistakes you make because now you die 4
Oh,
times, and if
wow.
you look at the post game, you die 15 times, right? So we don't know how many.
Yeah.
So I can only take a guess, but I don't. I'm saying that I don't have to watch the rest of part of the game because I know exactly what's going to happen. You just die over and over and over, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. That's it. And now you're convinced a little bit more, right?
Yeah, I don't know how, but I had more net worth than both Mirana and Juggernaut, which is kind of weird to me because he died way less, and yeah, I have no idea. Look, here, I'm almost at the bottom, but at the end of the game, my net worth is slightly more than Juggernaut, and by 2-3k is more than Mirana. And Mirana had a free, not a free lane, but she was solo in offlane because I tried to gank and try to make impact on the game, try to pressure the enemies as much as I possibly. I tried to make my presence known to the game, but that didn't end out very great, I think. Yeah.
I mean, okay. But all I'm trying to say here is, so you never outfarmed Juggernaut, right? You just never.
Yeah, but at the end, I don't know how I had more. Maybe because of the Midas, strictly.
I mean, this is where the game is over, right? Your game is about to
Yeah.
get over, so it's really meaningless to
Yeah,
contrast what's happened. But all I'm saying is, like, you never once outfarmed Juggernaut, starting from like minute 0 to minute 10. No.
I was
No.
never.
But as the game moves toward the end of the game, like, all I can guess is your team was losing, so Juggernaut was not snowballing, and then because Prophet is a guy that can just split push over and over, like you had Necrobook 3, right?
Probably after bleach from the
Yeah.
split push.
So you got the goal. But all I'm saying is that's really like we cannot
It's probably
justify that. Oh my God, I have net worth almost equally the same as Juggernaut at the end of the game. What is this guy? No, we cannot do that because that really doesn't matter. That's not part of the game that we should be worrying about. It really is not. I can just say it even without watching the replay because that's not really matters. Like we just watched the moment where you played as terrible as you can, right? This is a bad decision. And all I'm saying is I can just watch it over and over. I can do the exact same thing. I can just do it. So even your itemization didn't make sense to me. Like you're getting Midas, like no, it doesn't make so. I'm gonna stop this conversation right here, right now. Okay. Of course I want to hear more, but I personally so do you have like any specific point of the game where you want me to watch on? Because I think that's what I have to do. If you want me to watch on a like, specific point of the game, I'll do it.
I think Earth Spirit was bullying me a lot in the game, and each time I wanted to split push, he would always TP to some tower, either wait for me or react immediately after I
Okay.
pushed.
Hmm.
I don't remember exactly at what minute I can check, but when I went to the top lane to push, I got ambushed by Earth Spirit and
Okay.
Slark.
Hmm.
At that point, I was just dead. I could have probably waited, but actually no.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe I could escape with my Shadow Blade, but I checked Earth Spirit's inventory, and he had a gem, dust, and sentry ward, so I was completely fucked. Either way. Yeah.
So Shadow Blade was the wrong itemization, right? If you get Shadow Blade, people will just get dust, because that's what Earth Spirit do. He just goes to someone, split pushing, he just rolls in, right? And then you're dead, right? So all I'm saying is, if that is happening, then don't split push, right? Don't.
Yeah, but I'm thinking what else I can do is
fight. Because you fight with Orchid. You fight with your team. Orchid is not really meant for. It's meant for solo ganking. Yes, I get it, but that's like really early in the game. You can solo gank Orchid because you outfarm everyone in the early game. You get Orchid by like minute 15, minute 13, then you just teleport around the map. You solo gank, but around minute 20, that's where your team can cooperate each other and fight as 5. You fight if you knowing that. So it's like knowing that you are going to die from split pushing. You still do it. That's like just bad, right? We know that if you ever split push, you're gonna get caught or spread. It's just seeing their lineup. This guy would. Then don't do it. Why would you ever split push knowing that you're gonna die? Don't do it.
I had no other option. I had no other option.
No, there always is option. There always is option. Don't do nothing. Do nothing. That's option, because if you do nothing, then you do not die, which means you do not feed enemy the kills, right? You don't feed them kills. You don't feed them. If you don't do anything, you don't feed them. But if you go for the split push in a place where you shouldn't go, then you die to him, which means you're feeding him the gold, right? So it's like trade-off. Doing that versus doing nothing, right? What's better? Doing nothing is better. That's the choice.
Well, doing nothing, but I don't know. I always think maybe I can do something. Maybe that, because doing nothing is like, okay, I'm useless right now. What can I do about that? I was like, okay, my only thing I can possibly do is just spam Nature's Prophet and kill towers. That's the only thing.
No. I completely disagree with what you just said. I have to, because if you cannot do anything, okay, it's literally what I just said. If you cannot do anything other than just go somewhere and die, okay, then you do nothing. Literally, you do nothing, but you just stay where you are with your team. I don't care, but just don't do what you do to feed yourself. I mean, that's just the logic. Like, if you knowing that you're gonna die and you still do it without achieving nothing, that versus just staying behind with your team. The latter is better. Like, you don't have to be constantly under the pressure that you have to do something. If you know that you're just gonna die, if you split push, right? If you without achieving nothing, then you don't do it. You just don't. You don't go there, because it matters. You dying 14 times in the game. This matters, man. It really matters. You're feeding them. I don't need to watch the entire game. You were feeding them, and I'm trying to spot the moment where you really don't have to do anything. Maybe you're dying here. So this is like the lesson that you.
I almost it was 0.4 seconds off.
Okay.
I was so close.
So all I'm saying is like we just learned that so we're pushing so hard, right? Versus this guy. Yeah. So all I'm saying is if we just fast forward a little bit here, so you died and then you TP to bottom again.
I kept doing the same thing. I have jug a kill, but that's it.
And then you the same thing happens, right? You just caught by him, right? So if we just go back a little bit here, after coming back from the fountain, you TP to here. I get this TP, like you're TPing here, and then you summoned that and you popped your necro, right? And we saw minimap there was a centaur, and then you're sending them off, and now you're hiding. This is good. This is very good. You're hiding. You want to catch your Midas.
I want to get the siege creep.
Yeah, but you're not showing yourself, because if you show yourself that, then you know that you're in. But you still do it. But you know that at this point, okay,
I'm thinking so we can maybe kill him. I try to trap him.
Okay, okay. I'm just gonna keep watching because this is really crazy to me. This is very crazy. You killed him. Very good. You're gonna kill him. Very good. You guys got the kill. But like right now, like after that, after killing him, after scoring the kill, because I'm really surprised how slow the enemy team is reacting to this. But yeah, do we have vision? Again, in the minimum,
No,
do we have vision?
Absolutely no vision in the side
Yeah.
of the map.
So all I'm saying is you just got a very, very valuable kill. Okay, like you were.
Went back.
Yeah, you were so behind every point of the game because we fucked up the early game. We were so behind, and now you just killed the centaur who was like level 15. So you're like, this is a lot of gold, a lot of experience. Like if this happens 3 more times, you can really come back to the game. If you play that is given that you play everything right. But after killing him, this was a lucky kill because I'm really surprised that the enemy team is not reacting to this. Like they're really slow. But after killing that, your immediate reaction was. You just.
I thought because I killed him, we could push a little bit more. But then I was like, oh fuck. Well, there's the Earth Spirit. I'm gonna try to hide and TP out. But no, he bouldered me, and then there's another one, and I was like, okay, well I'm dead 100%. Oh shit.
Okay, so after killing him right here, right?
Yeah, I should have probably went to other lane. And
no, not probably, not probably. It's 100% you go somewhere else because your teleportation is available, right? And your TP is available, right? And then if we watch the pathway that you took, you moved from here to top. You moved above, right? Like you were staying around here, and then now you want to go that way, right?
I didn't even notice Earth Spirit. I think I was looking. I don't know what I was doing, and I actually don't know.
Okay, so
I should have seen Earth Spirit and react more. I should have backed immediately once I saw him.
Yes.
Like, I honestly didn't think Earth Spirit had that much damage. He could solo kill me like that, but yeah, he did.
I mean, he's level 14. He's level. I mean,
Yeah,
we didn't.
yeah.
Of course, I'm. Of course, like you couldn't make a. You know, you've been not checking their items, so maybe you didn't know. But you should start checking.
I didn't know.
You didn't know, so that's another mistake, right? You didn't know how strong he was.
Yeah.
So that's very important part of the game, right? You didn't know how strong he was. That's number one.
Information can make good decisions and bad ones.
So that's like, again, this is like game winning, game losing difference. You weren't checking his levels,
Yeah.
you weren't checking his items, so you don't know how strong he is. But all I'm saying here is, after killing this dude, you should have done this. Move here. Move to where you just TP. Or use your teleportation, like hide here. But not what you did. Because if you see the minimap, like everything is dark, right? Everything is dark.
We have no vision of any enemies.
They can come from anywhere. They can come from the enemy tier 2 tower. They can come from near the outpost, right?
Yeah.
And so that only leave us the option to get back, because if ever this happens again, you should know that this area is dangerous. Like my mouse cursor, this area is dangerous because it's visionless. This area is dangerous. You just don't go. But I go back to here. I go back to hide here, right?
Yeah.
So again, man, just focusing on yourself. This is the play that you should make a change. You should make an adjustment. This is not a good native prophet. You're not a good MP prophet yet, because good prophet will never just run into a visionless area. They never do. They never run to visions. They go back here and then use TP scroll or just teleportation. It's really up to you. So
yeah, teleportation is on level 3, 30 seconds or something.
Yeah,
it's
so
way less than 70 seconds on TP.
So seeing this kind of you making decision, like on a scale from 1 to 10, if I have to say how bad it is bad, like 10 bad. This is the worst decision you can make. You never do this. You cannot play Prophet like this, because it's not like you have BKB or Blade Mail. You cannot frontline, right? So you just can't do this. If you see this replay, like heavily criticize yourself. That's what I want you to do, and that's what you have to do. You're playing very, very bad here. Like it's a game losing shit, right? Because if you played perfect from this point and onward, you just scored a kill. Very big kill from Centaur, level 15, you're level 11. You do this 3 times more, you will get the level back, you will get the item back. Like if you, that's given that you know how to itemize, but you will get your level back and gold back. Who knows how that will change the game? So if you play perfect from this point, you could have won the game. I'm not gonna lie, man. That's a big kill, and this is why you should never go with the game the lower bracket, because they make mistakes too. You play bad, but they play bad as well. But this, no. I want you to see that this is a very, very dumb play, and just criticize yourself because that's good. That will make you a better player. Okay. So you played bad, right?
Yep, I did.
Okay.
I did the worst match I've ever played as Nature Prophet was that match.
Okay.
That's when I felt absolutely useful. I thought I could do absolutely nothing.
Okay. As long as you can see that you could have something different, like go here.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's
I
good.
knew that
That's good then.
while I was playing, I knew it was like, okay, I don't know. This is pretty bad. There's definitely something I could have done better, but I'm not sure what. I was like, okay, yeah.
Right. So, if you want anything else that you want to watch on, because
there is a. I played a match this morning, another Nature Puppet, and I did so much better. 20, and we won this one. I'm 7, 6, and 15. 24k net worth.
Okay.
Again, I didn't do the natures, the you know when the spawn the nature puppet thing, but I did way better than.
Okay. So I was talking about for this specific game, but all I'm saying is I've been coaching you for I think about a little more than an hour. So it's tiring for me and you as well. So we're gonna stop here for just was a coaching first person. We're gonna stop here. You can come back to me. You can come back to me after playing however many games you want to play, but try to apply those things that I just you just learned. Okay, I promise it will change a lot of things. Like we talked a lot, right? So
yeah. Let me write down all the suggestions and
okay.
the advice. Yeah.
Do you want to just like verbally just speak right now, like try to sum up the things you learned because it will really help you. Okay, like go ahead.
Okay, the first thing, when I spawned, I should always get E Nature's Prophet level 1, Nature's Calling. I should use it in the spawn, in the fountain. I should use it so I can get 4 for creeps, for treants. I should go down immediately down the lane, try to contest the rune, get another, so I have 4 of them. I could maybe try for a first blood by blocking them with the nature creeps. Maybe if I had the Mirana, but he was stopped. So just secure the rune, bully them in lane with the 4 Nature's Prophet that do a lot of damage with the Blightstone. Just auto attack them and block while hitting with the Nature's creeps. What else could I have done? Yeah, basically bully and make Slark not be able to farm at all, because what can you do against what was that 2k HP in total, like treants 500 HP each of them. That's 4 of them, that's 2000 HP. So he has to kill basically something with 2k HP, because I'm gonna keep microing them and not let him hit the same one over and over. So basically he has to hit all of them.
Okay.
If he wants to kill them, so I could do that. Information, one of the most important things. I should always check my allies, my teammates' items, my teammates' heroes and items and spells and everything. Check what I have in inventory, what they're going for, what they're doing, how much money do I have to the next item, do I have their TPs, can they fight, are they able to fight, what level I am, what level the enemy is. I should itemize a bit better in that department when with the Orchid and the Slark. Yeah, itemization. What else? Decision making levels. I should not split push with no vision when I see none of the enemies. I should not do the same thing over and over again and die for really no reason. Better to do nothing than to die and do nothing. What else is there?
I think that's pretty much almost everything. You did good job. You good job. My impression while I was coaching this game, coaching you, my impression on you was you're a smart player. Okay, like you can process a lot of different doubts, but the problem that I've noticed was that you're not really using that energy or your ability to do so on yourself, but you're using that to everyone else in the game. Like you're literally orchestrating everything that can happen, but except you, right? Because that was my impression. I was really impressed that you can do it. Like this guy can stun that, or it's not split. All that information was there, but you're not focused on yourself. You're not focused on what you could have done better. So
Yeah.
you have the potential. You have the potential to analyze your own gameplay and improve on, but try to emphasize more on doing all that thing to yourself, not to your allies or the enemies.
So
Yeah.
everything I can do to win the match, and well, yeah, everything I can do to make the odds of winning the match more, well, higher.
Yeah.
What everything I can do.
Yeah, and know that you getting this much stressful because you getting this much frustrated because they're not playing things right. You know how you mentioned how like Juggernaut TP was useless. I get it, but know that is normal because I feel the same way. Everyone feels the same way, but they dealt with it. That's why how they got past this MMR because they dealt with the patience. They deal with it. They can make adjustment instead of just getting frustrated and doing nothing. Okay, so you have to do that. You have to be one of the rare person to get over this bracket.
Knowledge.
It will take some time, so take it slow,
Okay.
and don't play more than 3 ranked games per day because it can be very stressful. So limit down your games and try to have fun, and then come back to me whenever you're ready. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
And when are you free